Hey family, friends, and rockers, how you doing this evening? Haha, there you go right there. I've got my coffee, as you can see, and you say coffee in the evening? It's almost 10 o'clock in the evening. What's your problem? Well, my hours are not like normal. Don't have banker's hours, as they say. Don't work a morning shift and not working the overnight anymore. Thanks to my doctor. I'll be doing a 2 to 10 p.m. So I got to get back on a new schedule, a 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. So drinking coffee. It's left over from this afternoon. Warm and black. Not really the way I like it. But we're gonna finish on that Strat tonight. I've been watching some videos on how to do the tremolo system on most Fender Stratocasters, as I've never really done one myself. So sounds like it could be a little tricky, but if you take your time, seems like it could be easy to understand. So I've gone ahead and readjusted a few things since I last spoke to you, did my last video. I will show you momentarily here. So let's get started. So right here I've got a piece of paper, and I will zoom in right down there. As you can see, right underneath the bridge, there's a 5 of utility blade refills under there, and the reason for that, one, the paper's there so the blade does not scratch the finish surface. 2, the reason I have 5 blades under there is that I found out that Fender specs requires about 1/8 of an inch gap underneath the bridge and the surface. So that's why the blades are there, to put that gap under there. Now the springs are already installed underneath. I'll show you that. See, and I've got the that claw is holding the springs in place with that's the block, and then there's 2 screws holding the claw in. Those are equal, and we're gonna adjust the tension on the springs, and we're gonna string it up. I've got some GHS boomers right here, one of the best brands of strings that you can buy for a nice bassy sound and nice twang on the high strings. So let's zoom out, and we're gonna get ourselves started here. see if I could bring this down a little. Let's see. Okay. I think that's as good as it's going to get right now. Got you as close as I can get without making it all blurry. So, this will be the first time that we're actually putting new strings on this with the new hardware and everything. And I've gone ahead and retested our pickups to make sure that they work, and they do. We're gonna do pickup height. I was learning how to do that earlier in the week. I did find out that a good method to use on pickup height is when the strings are all on there. You could put a nickel on top of the pickup, and a nickel should just be able to fit barely underneath the string and the pickup. There should just be barely enough room to get a nickel in there. And if you have a hard time, then you can lower that side of the pickup. Of course, on the bass side, it's going to be the strings are a little thicker, so that would go down a little. And then on the treble side, the pickup would probably go up a little. The pickup wouldn't be totally level, but the space in between the string and the pickup would be exactly the same for all of them. So we're going to do that later, but right now we're going to work on this this bridge. This is going to be the fun part, as they say. So okay. Take the arm off for now. We're not going to need it on there. And we'll put some strings on here. Of course, after we get the tremolo, all done up, then we're gonna intonate it and get the everything sounding just all hunky-dory. So, and here's our strings. Right there. Yep. These are really good sounding strings. Let's see, these are the GBXLs. So let's see. 9. So here's the B. 11. 16 is G. Alright, so far they're going in order. And then 24, 32, and 42. Cool. So all the strings are in in order of how they're going to be installed. Okay, since we're looking at this upside down, it's going to go right here. We'll bring it in a little closer. As I was saying, since we're upside down, the strings are going to go the high E, the B, G, D, A, and then the low E, right there. So, high E, B, G, D, A, and then the low E, all the way to the outside. So, how's everyone's week going so far? I found out on Facebook that somebody had a birthday today, and I say happy birthday again. So, a lot of people having birthdays. Yeah. Let's see. Me, my birthday already happened a few months ago. There we go. So I will get the strings already. I will get all the strings where they're supposed to be, and then we'll flip this over. It just seems kind of monotonous to put a string in and then tighten it and put another one in and tighten it. Oh, hard to believe that the most expensive holiday of the year is going to be coming around in just a few months. Is everybody prepared? That's what I thought. No, me neither. But all I'm prepared for is work, work, and more work. Ooh, we kind of fell over, didn't we? Hope we didn't mix up our strings. Let's see, we've already got our 3 treble strings on. Let's see, these are the GBXLs. 24, 32, 42, 24. Okay, very good. So has everybody gone on or anybody I should ask, has anybody gone on YouTube to check out my videos? Because that's where I'm going to start posting the rest of these. Because I've really found out that trying to post these videos on Facebook and YouTube, it takes a real long time. In fact, it takes longer. I found that it takes longer to download these videos to Facebook than it does YouTube. And I'm really not sure exactly why that is, but that's just what I've been noticing. So, after tonight's video, or tonight's segment, I will be posting everything to my YouTube channel. And again, what I can do is when I post these to YouTube, I can leave the links on Facebook. In case you don't know how to get a hold of me or look me up on YouTube. But it's just my name, Rick Killian, YouTube. Just look me up, I'm not under some crazy alias like, I don't know, Psycho something or other. But yeah, I'm gonna be posting the videos strictly to YouTube, and then they can always be reviewed. If you visit my YouTube page, or you want to see other videos that I've done. So videos directly to YouTube, and then I can post the links for those videos on to Facebook, which will be a lot easier. So all right, we've got our strings in there. Okay. Right. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. So we have E, B, G, D, A, E. Alrighty. Alrighty. I think my coffee's going a little bit flat since it's getting not warmer, which would be the automatic go-to. Oh, my coffee's getting warm, but no, it's actually not as hot. Maybe that's because it's in a metal coffee mug. I don't know. But it's definitely not a thermal mug. I've got plenty of those. Oh, well. So, after I'm done with this project, I think I mentioned this before, Um, I have some other projects that I'm going to be planning, and I'm going to try to get this going live, or if I can, or maybe have a live segment and just have like a let's hang out or something, shoot the breeze kind of thing. Usually on my projects, when I restring, I usually like to save the old strings that I used to let myself know these were the kind of strings that I used on this guitar. Which is all. I would say it's a good idea. So got my feelers gauges right here. Those are to check string action and nut action. Wow, I really need to wash my hands because they're all full of this oil that's on these blades. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got clean hands now, and I'm really, really anxious to see how these string trees are gonna, work. The string trees that I put in, those roller trees. If you can see right up at the headstock there, you can just barely see them. There we go. See right by the, right up here. This, and this, those are string trees. And the ones that, that Fender and their sister company Squier, normally put in there, they just look like a regular tree, like a metal tree. I don't think I have them readily available right now, but it's they just look like a silver piece of metal that comes up like you see here, and then instead of rollers they have like a little hump that comes over this way and then a little over this way, and then the strings, they go underneath, just the way I'm going to show you here. And on some of their, I think on the Fenders they have one, and then on the Squiers I think they have two. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just on how they do some of their guitars. But I've seen them with one string tree. I've seen them with two. I've actually seen them with none. So And the way I usually like to do this, especially on a like a trim, you know, I usually like to do the two outer strings first, and then work my way in. You know, as not to create any extra stress on the other strings. So, and I've got all of these these posts all facing in the same direction. And then when I put the string through, actually when I put the string through, I'm going to pull it taut, and then underneath there's a little locking wheel that will clamp that string right up on top. We're going to just get it just more than finger tight so it doesn't slip, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side. There we go. All right. Do the exact same thing here. Gotta loosen those. Gotta loosen those tension nuts on the bottom. And then get that string underneath the tree. Pull it a little taut, a little more than finger tight, so they hold in place. Next one. That B string is not satisfying me. Don't like the way that's looking. Okay. Fix that one. Alright. Almost done here. Okay, and one more string. We're doing our D string. Ooh.